In this video, we will try to solve a problem on the impact of the sales tax per unit on demand and supply. The question is like this: when demand function is being given us is Q is equal to 300 minus 5P, where Q is the quantity, P is the price, and supply function is Q is equal to 200 plus 15P. If government imposes specific sales tax of $2 per unit, what will be the new price? We have to see the new price when there is the per unit tax on output. Okay, so what we are being given, originally we are being given Q is equal to, this is our demand function, is 300 minus 5P, and we have supply function is let us write it QD, and our supply function is being given as 200 plus 15P. Okay, and we know equilibrium occurs. Let me draw the graph here. Let us draw the graph. Here we have quantity, on this axis we have the price. Okay, so we know equilibrium occurs when demand, okay, when demand and supply functions intersect. Okay, let us say this is our supply function, this is our demand function. Okay, so at equilibrium, demand should be equal to supply. That means this is our demand function, this is our supply function, which means 300 minus 5P should be equal to 200 plus 15P. Okay, solving for P, we have 300 minus 200 comes out to be 100 if I transpose this term, and we have 15P plus 5P, because this will become positive when transposing to RHS, so we get 20P, or P is equal to 100 upon 20, so this gets cancelled, we get equilibrium price is 5. So originally our price will be, let's draw it with another color. So originally our equilibrium price will be $5. Okay, now the question tells us that specific sales tax is being imposed of magnitude $2. Okay, so this was our original demand function, this was our supply function. Now what will happen to our supply function when the per unit tax is being imposed on the output? Okay, our new supply function will be, so our new supply, let me write here, new supply function, and we know what is supply function. It is simply supply function is the marginal cost. Okay, now what will be our new supply function when this $2 per unit tax is being imposed? So originally this was our supply function. Now new supply function will be equal to, let us first write it in terms of P. Okay, let us solve this in terms of inverse demand function and inverse supply function. So if we write here like this, if we form the inverse demand function here, so what will we get? We have 5P. Inverse demand function means solving for P, obviously. So 5P is equal to 300 minus Q, or P is equal to 300 upon 5 minus Q upon 5. So our P is equal to 5 6 are, so this is 60 minus 1 upon 5 comes out to be 0.2 Q. This is our inverse demand function, what we call the original supply function, inverse demand function, and this is our supply function. Let us also solve this for P first. Okay, to make the things easy here, so we can write it like this. So we have 15 P is equal to Q minus 200. Simply I have transposed this term to other side, so P is equal to Q upon 15 minus 200 upon 15, or P is equal to, now 1 upon 15 comes out to be it is something 0.067 Q, minus 200 upon 15 comes out to be 13.33. Okay, so this is our old supply function. Okay, now new supply function will be equal to, so if price is equal to marginal cost, when specific sales tax is being imposed, our supply function will shift upwards. Okay, this will be our new supply function. Why? Because tax is being imposed on per unit basis, and we know supply is nothing but marginal cost. That means our marginal cost has increased by $2. So price will be equal to the old supply function, that is 0.067q minus 13.33. Okay, to this we add 2. Why do we add this 2? Because after the imposition of per unit tax, our supply function will shift upwards. Okay, because we have more marginal cost in this case, so supply will be less. So let us solve this further. That means our p will be equal to, we have 0.0, let me write it here, 0.067 q. Now minus 13.33 plus 2 comes out to be minus 11.33. Okay, this is our new supply function. Okay, this is our new supply function. Okay, so we are at this point now. Okay, now again, as we know, equilibrium occurs where demand and supply intersect each other when demand is equal to new supply. Let's denote it by S superscript n, that is new supply. Originally our demand function is this very function, that is 60 minus 0.2 q should be equal to our new supply function, this very supply function, that is 0.067 q minus 11.33. Okay, or we can write it like this. If I transpose this here, this becomes 71.33 is equal to 0.067 q. Transposing this term, it will become positive 0.2 q. So 71.33 is equal to, if I add this step, it will become 0.267 q, or q will be equal to 71.33 upon 0.267. Just transposing this term here, so we got here 267.164 as new quantity. Okay, so at this point, quantity equilibrium quantity will be 267.164. Okay, and corresponding to this quantity, what will be our new price? So just plug this new equilibrium quantity in our demand function. So this is our demand function, just plug the value here. That means our new price will be equal to 60 minus 0. Obviously it is 0.2, 0.2. So equilibrium quantity is 267.164. So when we solve, this will come out to be this will come out to be 6.567. Okay, it will be something like this. That means our new price will be 6.567. Okay, this will be our new equilibrium price. Okay, so let me repeat it here. We were being given the demand and supply functions. We were being told if government imposes specific sales tax of $2 per unit, what will be new price? Okay, the options were 7.3, 6.5, 6.9, or 5.9. So first we equated original demand and supply functions. From that we got the equilibrium price is 5. Okay, now what will be our new supply function if government imposes $2 specific tax. So simply, if this was our original supply function, it will shift upwards because our marginal cost of production will increase by $2, which is our per unit tax. That means when this shifts up, that means this will be our new equilibrium point. Okay, at this point what we do, we just equate our new supply function, okay, new supply function with the demand curve. Okay, this is our new supply function. I have just for the sake of simplicity transformed these demand and supply functions into inverse demand and inverse supply functions. Okay, so when the specific sales tax of $2 was imposed, our new supply function was this, and originally our demand function is this, and that very this very thing is our original or our old demand function. So demand is equal to supply, so equilibrium occurs where demand and supply intersect with each other. So original our demand function was this, and our new supply function is this. Okay, when we equate these two things, we got the equilibrium quantity as 267.164, and to get the price, just plug this 267.164 into the demand function. Okay, so because we are here, so we will get a new price is 6.567. Okay, I hope I make myself clear in this video. Thank you.